Okay, I'm starting it back up. We're going to put a little bit of oil in here just to get it going. There, come on out. There's going to be enough oil coming out from the sausage too. Let it all just drop in the pan. Okay, that'll work. And then okay, let me get this out of here. We're going to get this started. I'm going to cook the meat. I know I'm going to have like an excessive amount of meat that's going to go into this. This is not going to all go for the spaghetti squash. I'm going to probably put what I want in the spaghetti squash, and then what's left of this, I might freeze it or make something else with it. That's why if I make enough of it, I've got something else I can make. I can make a spaghetti with it. I could make bow tie, put this in the bow tie and Alfredo. That's one of them that Jake was going to make. I talked to him today. He went to the store. He's got Addie this weekend, and when he has her, he always asks the girls, what do you want to eat? And they always come up with what they want. Addie says the same thing every single time. It's like he almost knows that's what she's going to want. And he'll go buy a whole chicken, and he'll get the noodles and carrots and celery. And he makes homemade chicken noodle soup. He will boil the whole chicken for hours. Then he will take the meat off the bones. Then he will have the celery cut up, everything else cut up. Okay, let's this sit. Everything else cut up, and then he makes that for her every week, and he likes it because then he's got it for a couple of days. Let's put our what we normally season stuff with. We got the which one is this? Garlic powder, onion powder. I'm going to put some of it's Yellowstone cracked pepper and garlic. I'm going to add some of that to it. I want to get Kinder, which one do I have here? I have this. I have the lemon butter and garlic. I want to try the one that Jessica uses all the time. Her favorite one. I want to say it does have butter in it. Something butter. Oh, I guess I gotta open this. I ran out the last time, so I had to get a fresh jar. I'm gonna start buying them by the big jars. I do have a big jar, but I can't really open that one until I've got room in the fridge because it's got to be refrigerated. I like garlic. Let's get a fork. We're going to let this cook down a little bit. I did cut up an onion already. Well, part of an onion. Half of an onion. Because I am going to put onion in this. For the tomato base that I want to put into it, I'm not going to open a can or anything. Just not fond of tomato chunks, so I would normally use like a Rotel, but I'm not going to. I make it every year. It is like, I call it tomato soup because you can pretty much open it, pour it into a pan, add a little bit of cream to it, milk to it, and boom, you got tomato soup. It's the base of it. It's tomato base is what it is. And I can add that to anything and make it into anything. I can make it into a spaghetti sauce. I can make it into a chili, add it to a chili. I can make it to the into this. So that's going to be what my tomato base is going to be. Get that 1 second. That's the half onion. I haven't cut the other half yet, but I will because I'm gonna make well, Jeff can use it for anything pretty much, but I'm gonna make oh hell, what the hell was I thinking? This is where the old age pisses me off. Can't even think of what I was thinking to say. I'm either gonna cut it up, put it in freezer bags and freeze it because I always like having onion in there, or I'm gonna get like celery, onion, and then I did get a rotisserie chicken the other day and we did have it on the salad, but I still have extra of that. I could make like an egg salad or a chicken salad or something. Don't say eggs. We had enough eggs to last forever. I don't even want to think of eggs. Not at all. Okay, now I just got to let this brown. And then I will soak up some of the, make sure I get it. Soak up some of the grease to it. I did get a call from Jeff. He took a lot of pictures. What it is it's Amish company or country out there. It's the Amish build them, the greenhouses, and then they have a contractor guy that sells it for them. He promotes it. He puts it on, marketplace. He, puts it wherever. We could have it built to whatever I want. Like I said about putting extra shelves, like the shelf here and then another layer of shelf. We can have them do that for us. They do deliver. We do need to get a base. He said that they have it where they have treated wood floors. They have that like a poly, like we got these deck chairs. They're like a poly material. Looks like a wood, but it's not a wood. It's not track, but it's something like that. They put them kind of floors in. There's one he's seen that you can take your hose out and hook to it, and it has a sink on the inside. Of course, it's just water from the hose, but when you're out there planting and, making a mess, it's easy for cleanup. And then when you don't need the water out there, you just shut it off. They have some that they have that pot, like I said, that poly that they have holes that go through, so you could take your hose right into your greenhouse, water your plants, and let it run right down and through the holes. But then I don't want that on the ground underneath my greenhouse. So I told him I like the idea of that, but I'd rather have it like a floor, like a floor, treated wood, and have it up on the thing. And then I can do the watering. That's the purpose of having a garden, is you go out and water it. And then if you see weeds while you're watering, you pull them. Stuff like that. I don't want to just say, hey, I got a greenhouse, and then just let it get taken over. You want to go out and water it. You want to be able to, prune stuff. So I told him that's what I wanted. He agreed. He took a lot of pictures. He's coming back. Oh, I guess he was stopping to look at campers somewhere too. He's gonna come back. We're gonna look at the pictures. We're gonna call the guy. We're gonna tell him which one we want. And I just splashed meat all over the inside of the stove. Boy, this is always fun. This is paying attention. That actually looks like a popcorn kernel. It is a popcorn kernel. Hold on. But he's going to come back. We're going to talk about it, which one I want, what color, and then we'll go from there. God, this shit smells good. It's getting quite a bit of liquid, which I knew it would. That's why I didn't put a whole lot of oil in it. I'll just let this cook down, and then I'll take a paper towel. I used to drain it or strain it into a strainer, But one time, one of my strainers melted because it was so hot that it actually started to melt my strainer. And after that, it's like, I'll just do it with paper towel. You don't put it down your sink. That's like one of the biggest no-nos. I always thought, hey, if you run real hot water and you got the hot water going down your sink too, then you can pour this down. It's not going to do anything. Yeah, it will. The hell it don't. So I'm going to go ahead and let that cook down. I'll get the, I'm going to have the sauce totally made up before I even start the spaghetti squash. I will microwave it for a minute or two, just to make it easier to cut in half. And then I do put a little bit of, you know, like the butter you get in a little squirt bottle for putting on like corn on the cob. I get that and squirt the inside of it, just a little salt and pepper, and then I bake it like that. When I know that it's almost done, I'll break it up, and that's when I add the sauce to it. I'll put the cheese, everything else to it, then I'll put it back into the oven and let that all melt down. Then I'll have the finish from that. This really smells good. I love that sausage. Yeah, this smells good. I gotta grab the paper plate because I want to have something to put that on. Then I get it gets a lot of it sucked up. And then I just give that a whole dump in the garbage. Then come back and let it simmer. Bring it way down. There we go. Okay, now all I have to do is let it get a little bit more brown. Onions are all look like cooked. I was thinking about putting some green pepper in it, but settle in for this. All right, I'm gonna let that cook down. I'm gonna go and get everything ready. I did go get one of my, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I use. I make tomato soup. I get the tomatoes, I get onion and green pepper. I put some hot pepper in it. I boil it down. I run it through the blender. Once it's good and blended, then I put it back into the big stock pot and I boil it more. I add whatever spices I want to it. I don't put no salt in it. And then as soon as it gets to where I want it, then I get my jars ready. I usually do hot, so I got to get the water hot because I water bath it. I'll get the jars ready hot. I'll fill them up. I'll put the lids on it. Then I put them into the water bath. And then I let them go for, let's see, what is that one? About a half hour, 45 minutes. Then I take them out and let them sit till they pop. And then I write on them like I got Tom soup. It's not really, I mean it is. You can take this and pour it in a pan, add a little cream to it, and boom, you got tomato soup. And it tastes awesome. But I also put more herbs and stuff into it, so you can use this. This is a tomato base. That's what I should put on it from now on, tomato base instead of tomato soup. But I have tons of jars of this shit. It works perfect. You can use it for anything. You can add, you know, take that and you can pour it into a thing. You can pour a couple of them into a thing, add some meatballs, and boom, you got a spaghetti sauce. Or you can add some oregano, you know, something like that, and make it even better. But that's going to go in here. As soon as this is down more, I'm going to drain off a little bit more of that grease. Let that cook down. And then as soon as I'm ready to, I might just go ahead and cut the squash get it in the oven. When I bring it out to tear it up a little bit and then to add the meat sauce, then I'll come back on. But until then, this is the start of our stuffed spaghetti squash. Out.